We keep on moving, we keep on moving along, we keep on rolling. No, we ain't slowing it down. We ain't slowing down. Moving, we keep on moving along, we keep on rolling. Yeah, no, we ain't slowing it down. Let's go.
We ain't slowing down, baby, come and show me how. Gotta do it right now, you know you gotta hold me down. Can I let the moment pass? Good things, they never last. Pull up in a whip, you know I had to hit the gas. Yeah, that's premium, pull up with a team and I ain't worried about the other side. They know that they ain't beating, I'm on everything I love. Word to the man above, keep it cool, calm, collected. At this point you get the message. Life is hectic, but we gotta keep it rolling, no. Gotta keep it grooving, keep it moving like we stole it, though. Rolling with the punches, giving hits like we are Interscope. Even though I'm clocking, punching in, I'm independent, though. Staying prayed up, ain't nothing gon' phase us. Ain't never gon' let a lame say what they just made up. I never take a pay cut, we getting what we worth in. I never change the blueprint, cause we know it's really working.
Keep on moving,
Moving,
we keep on moving along.
keep it moving, keep it
rolling.
rolling.
No, we ain't slowing it down.
Never slowing down,
Keep
never
on moving,
moving.
we keep on moving along.
moving, keep it moving, keep it
rolling.
rolling.
No, we ain't
Keep it rolling, keep
slowing
it moving,
it
we
down.
ain't never gonna lose it. Cause we in it for the movement. If I'm lying, then I'm flying. Don't play into their amusement. If we trying, we ain't dying. Never sleep, never, never sleep, never. The moment that you rest your head, they think they can't compete. If you gotta skip steps, then the plan is not complete. Get your reps in, get your reps in, get your. Never rest on a past success. You gotta love what you do if you tryna be the best.
Keep on moving,
Moving,
we keep on moving along.
keep it moving, keep it rolling.
We ain't slowing it down.
Never slowing down, never
Moving,
moving.
we keep on moving
Keep it
along.
moving, keep it moving, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, keep it moving. We ain't never gonna lose it.
Who's been to Epstein Island, mate? Oh yes, they have. All of them. They've all been there, haven't they? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever and whatever you're doing in the world. I hope you're well. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I had a really good weekend myself. I nicked a couple of quid, you know what I mean? Did a bit of business here and there. And on the Saturday, I was out doing the catering, which went really well. And then on the Sunday, I was out selling luxury products. Oh yes, the top salesman, mate. Oh yes, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. It's like charming money out of them. Too many laughs. I must say, I thoroughly enjoy selling people expensive stuff. I really do enjoy it. This is my hobby, but that's like a hobby as well. That's like an awesome hobby. If you haven't sold people expensive stuff, you should definitely try it. It's good. Anyway, who's here? Too Shy is here, everybody. Yes, Too Shy. How you doing, Too Shy? And Marie Walker is here. Yes. And the wonderful, gorgeous, delectable Beth Gish is here, everyone. Oh, yes. And that's it. And there's nobody else here. What's going on? Oh, no. You know what I mean? It's a good job it's just my hobby, isn't it? It's a good job I'm not one of these YouTubers that tries to do it to make money and make a career out of it. No. Far too risky. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? Anyway. What? Don't worry about it, mate. So, yeah. Where are we then? So, there's a lot happened at the weekend again. I mean, I'm not going to dwell on a load of it because I'm sure you've seen it all. There's a bit I'm going to get into at the end. You know, that I'm going to get into that. There's a bit of it, but I'm not going to get into the Trump thing where he's charging what is it, $100,000, and then you can get advance notice of when he makes a statement by a few seconds or something, so you can make loads of money on the stock market or whatever it is. What? Yeah, apparently he's doing that. Yes, it's very strange. Yeah, and then I'm not going to talk about how like Trump said he's talking to Iran to get the deal because he was going to bomb them to hell. He was going to bomb them all to hell. He was going to do them all, right? Even though he cares about the Iranians. That was the whole point of toppling the Ayatollah, because he wanted to save the Iranians. But now he's talking about just destroying them all. So, yeah, that makes sense. And then he said, no, I'm not doing that now. Did he say he's not? Because, and then Iran said, we don't know what he's talking about talking to us. He's not really talking to us, you know what I mean? So what's going on there? I know. It's a weird carry-on. The world's weird, really strange. Anyway, so I'll tell you else that's something that's really strange. I saw this in the news. I thought this was interesting. What do we got? Almost £200,000 of fuel stolen from UK forecourts every day since Iran war began. Yeah, it's not like there's a cost of living crisis going on, is it? You know what I mean? And people can't afford to fill up their cars, so they're just filling them up and driving away. I mean, is that what they're doing? It would appear so. So let's have a look into this then. What kind of stuff, Gaz, says Marie Walker. Marie, I wish I could tell you. I really wish one day that I could actually tell you about my lovely, expensive luxury products. I really wish I could. But I don't want to. I can't. I just can't. It's just, you know. One day maybe. One day maybe somehow when I sell it all for millions and millions of pounds, then I'll tell you. Actually, I'll go one further than that. If I sell it for millions and millions of pounds, then I'll actually physically come to see you and take you out for dinner, and then I'll tell you. How about that? Because you are a nice, what do they call it? A regular. Is it a regular? I don't know. That's what I'd call it. Anyway, anyway, back to this, whatever this is. UK drivers. How do they know How do they know they're from the UK? It should say drivers within the UK, shouldn't it? Should it say UK drivers? Or should it say drivers within the UK? Because who knows who these people are? I don't know who they are. They're not going to release the statistics, are they? Of criminals. So we can't see who's doing what. Because if they released that stuff, yeah, well, if you're in Belfast, Marie Walker, it wouldn't matter, would it? It wouldn't matter. I'll tell you what, if I sold it for millions and millions and millions and millions, right, Marie Walker, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll meet you somewhere luxurious, right? I'll find out where you live. I'll send you tickets. I'll send a taxi and get you to fly wherever we are, and we'll do it from there. Nazulium is here, everybody! Yes, and I will do it. If I sell it for millions and millions, I'll definitely do it. It'll be a laugh. How you doing, Nazulium? I hope all is good in your world. Yeah, so should it be UK drivers or should it be drivers within the UK? I don't like the way they phrase it. Have stolen almost £200,000 of fuel from petrol stations on average every day since the Iran war broke out and sent prices soaring. According to the industry analysis, incidents of fuel being taken from forecourts without payment has risen by a fifth in the 5 months since 28th. Shut up, it's hot. 28th of February. Figures from Forecourt Eye suggest. This is a true story. I mean, I always tell you true stories, but this is a true story. When I was young, I went for a job at a forecourt to be a cashier, you know, to do in a petrol station. It's absolutely true story, right? And I had the interview, got the interview, and I went for the interview, and I was sat there chatting away, and I thought, yeah, it sounds all right, you know what I mean? Got to do shifts, got to do that, yeah. And if anybody drives away and you don't get their registration number and they've filled up their car, you have to pay it. I was like,
What?
I went, what? Yeah, if somebody fills up their car with petrol and you don't get their registration and they drive away without paying, you pay it. I was like, ta-da then, too many. Now, I don't know if that's the, if they still do that sort of thing, but there was no, imagine if 3 cars pulled out, you were distracted serving somebody and the car pulls, there's 1 car gone, then and you end up owing your wages and more. Do you know what I mean? To the petrol station. I just thought, nah, I'm not having none of that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I didn't do it. I went, no thanks, see you later. The conflict in the Middle East severely disrupted oil supplies. The illegal bombing of Iran, right, by Americano and Israel, that's what started it. Let's get it right. I'm going to say it my way, not the BBC's way. The illegal bombing in the Middle East, in Iran, severely disrupted oil supplies, is and still is disrupting, not disrupted in the past tense. It's absolutely disrupted everything, isn't it? Still. Oil supplies. It's just, I mean, if Trumpsky hadn't ran out of missiles, we'd be in all sorts of chaos by now. But it seems that it appears that he has actually ran out of stuff, hasn't it? I saw a thing earlier. It said South Korea, right? You know, like you got North Korea and South Korea, and apparently North Korea are the enemy of South Korea. I don't know. Apparently, so they say, right? How can you believe anything they say these days? But anyway, that's what they say. So, apparently, South Korea, right, hasn't got any anti-defense missiles because America's took them all, apparently, allegedly, right? So they're defenseless now. Kim Jong-un, I wonder if he's sitting there thinking, oh, shall we have a little dabble? I don't know. But anyway, apparently that's the case. So it seems like the Americanos, Trump's full of it, and they've got nothing left. Or very little. And that's why they're not doing anything. But he keeps threatening to bomb them to hell. The people that he wanted to save. The poor Iranians under the regime. You know what I mean? Not under the government. No, you can't call them a government. It's a regime, you see. Anyway, we continue. The conflict in the Middle East, yeah, we did that bit. And supplies across the region, triggering a rise in wholesale prices and subsequent increase in costs at the pump in the UK. Now, that's the tax level. See, they don't really get into it, do they? They don't really go, and the tax that you pay on the fuel is crippling you because the government is just trying to bleed you dry. You know what I mean? This fella.
Imagine no more.
Imagine it. Imagine it that they didn't tax you at the pump. Imagine it. Because that's all you're going to be able to do, is imagine it. Now, I'm not saying it's just his fault. It's all of them. Mate, how many of them have been to Epstein Island?
Everyone!
Yeah, let's not forget about that, eh? Let's not just brush all the Epstein Island. Because it's a bit of a coincidence how all this stuff started, isn't it? Round about that time when the files were coming out, or some of. Do you know what I mean? All that stuff. You don't hear a lot about it anymore, do you? You do when you watch this stream, that's for sure. Anyway, Forecourt Eye said the value of the stolen fuel is estimated to have risen by 48% compared with the 5 months before the war, to reach an estimated daily average of £194,000 a day. The Fuel Theft Prevention Company, well, they're not very good at it, are they? The Fuel Theft Prevention Company. Hang your head in shame. You know what I mean? Oh, God. Prevention Company added petrol stations are reporting an increase in abuse, intimidation and violence from frustrated customers. If only they focused that sort of frustration and anger somewhere else, eh? I don't advocate violence, by the way. I don't. I would never do that. The figures are based on a representative sample of 550 forecourts comparing the 5 months prior to the outbreak of the with the 5 months after with the outbreak, with the illegal bombing, with the 5 months after it started, and extrapolated to the UK's 8,359 forecourts. That's hot. I've really got dry lips. Shush. Shush. The number of incidents recorded at the forecourts in the sample equates to 2,872 daily incidents on average at forecourts across the UK in the months after war began, up from around 2,400. So it was going on anyway. Cost of living crisis and all that. They include people driving off without an attempt to pay and people claiming they have no way to pay after filling their vehicle. I got no way of paying, mate. Well, right, it's like me selling luxury goods, isn't it? Somebody says, can you put that in the bag? And you put it in the bag and they go to what? And you go, what are you doing? Oh, I ain't got no money. Well, you're not having it then, are you? Muppet. Put it back. Give me it. Get out. The volume of stolen fuel rose by 24%, up from the estimated 87,000 litres to 108,900 litres, hot shush, a day across all forecourts. In response, Forecourt I, who, in my opinion, allegedly are incompetent with all this theft going on, if they're supposed to be the fuel theft prevention, right? I don't know what that's about. Driving off... Oh, hang on, shut up. Oh, God, I shouldn't do it. The number of incidents recorded at forecourts is a sample of... Well, I did all that. The volume... I did all that. In response, Forecourt I said it would partner with facial recognition company... Oh, here we go. FaceWatch to offer more than 2,000 retailers free access to crime reporting technology from the autumn. Well, isn't that coincident? Isn't that good? Everybody's going to have the facial recognition wherever we go. That's good then, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I just hope nobody looks like me. I've got a thing for the facial recognition, and I don't know where I've put it. I had a thing for that, and I don't know where I've put it. It's gone. Oh, I'll have it for tomorrow, hopefully, if I remember. Petrol and diesel prices rising again. Average UK price per litre at the pump, including VAT. Oh, God. Look, US and Israel attack Iran, should say illegally. Ceasefire ends. What ceasefire? What ceasefire? What was that about? And, yeah, so... fuel prices peaked in April before falling back when US and Iran agreed to a framework deal to end the conflict in June, but they have risen again since the collapse of the peace talks. Last week, petrol prices reached a new high since the conflict in the Middle East started, and it's the highest level since 2022. Forecourt I also reported a rise in thefts after the Russian-Ukraine war broke out in early 2022. I have, what's this guy saying? I have more CCTV than an airport. People don't care. People don't care. Do you know what I mean? What are they going to do? So when they got facial recognition, people are going to go in there with the sort of thing that I'm going to show you. I ain't got it. I don't know where it is. And then they're gonna, well, allegedly. I'm not advocating them doing this. I mean, it's theft. It's wrong because we all have to pay ultimately. Remember that. If they're losing money at the pump, they're just going to put it back on us to pay the extra. Like supermarkets, like shops, like everyone. That's all they do. We all pay extra. See, we used to live in a high trust society. Now, I'm not saying we never had theft because there's always been theft. And sometimes, arguably, it's understandable if somebody's hungry and they haven't got food and they've got children and they've got no money and they steal food. Well, you can sort of get your head around it. But there it is. Shalish, yeah, another UK guy. Shalish Parker, who owns 6 forecourts. He owns 6 forecourts. Nice. Under the Midlands Motor Fuels banner, said he had more CCTV cameras than the Birmingham airport per square foot, but that doesn't help because people don't care. Perker told the BBC that businesses were resigned to the scale of the theft and called on the police to do more to combat fuel theft and shoplifting. Mate, what you've got to do when they're nicking your fuel is scream racism. They're like that. There is no deterrent. There is no comeback. That's where the problem is, he said. Perskik said thefts were happening almost every day, with thieves having turned to filling up extra cans as well as their fuel tanks. Blatant. Well, you're there, aren't you? You know, you know they're there, aren't they? Chug, 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 chug. Get the petrol cans out as well. Chug, 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 chug. Yeah, got the petrol cans. Chug, 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 chug. I mean, it used to be, didn't it? I mean, it probably will go back one day. I mean, I am sure I've done it before, where you have to put your card first, and then it takes your card, then you fill up. Do you know what I mean? But I suppose not everybody's got a card, have they? But then you've got to have cash. If you say, well, I haven't got the cash, well, how are you going to pay for your fuel then? It's not rocket science, is it? They make everything difficult, don't they? He said theft costs him about £40,000 in his latest financial year, but expects to have increased this year due to the price spikes. Earlier this year, the head of the National Business Crime Centre, Superintendent Lisa Molson, said fuel theft placed an unacceptable strain on fuel retailers and also put additional demand on policing resources. She said police forces were taking a productive approach to tackling this issue, working to identify offenders, disrupt repeat behaviour and ensure those responsible are held to account. And then if they do go to jail, they'll probably get released early, because that's how it goes these days, apparently. At the weekend, the new Chancellor, John Healey, vowed the government would act on any price gouging by retailers. He told the Sunday Telegraph there was no significant evidence of this, but he would be watching closely for any suggestion the public were being taken for a ride at the pump or the till. Or by the government. Can you do that? Can you make sure we're not all getting taken for a ride by the government? I mean, I think that would be quite an improvement. The remarks led to a row. What? The remarks led to a row. Not a row. Is it a row or a row? R-O-W. Is that a row or a row? Row. Hang on. Hello, I'm a simple machine. I turn tea into piss. Alright, leave it. Fuel retailers have denied accusations of price gouging with the petrol... Oh, I suppose it's a row. With Petrol Retailers Association, PRA, criticising the government's inflammatory language. How dare you say we're overcharging people when most of it is tax? That's what they should have said. That's all they had to say. How dare you? How very dare you say how we're price gouging when look at how much tax you take. Simple, isn't it? Put that back at them. They're not very bright, these people, are they? The argument's easy. Actually, I might read this now, and then they might have a go about it, but I doubt it. The Competition and Markets Authority said in May there was no widespread evidence of price gouging in the weeks ahead of the conflict. No, the weeks after the conflict. Shut up, it's hot. What do you mean hot don't make you not be able to read? It does in my book, alright? It's my stream, right? It's not like the old days, not my rules. But I'll do... Oh, did you know Twitter banned me again? Suspended me again. I've been suspended, I've appealed, they put it back within hours, suspended. Eventually I can appeal again. Then they put it back, and then within hours I get banned again. Then I have to wait ages to appeal, and then when I appeal, eventually they put it back, and within hours I'm banned again. And then they've done it again. I don't know what Elon Musk and his lot are doing. I don't. But it said it was investigating why fuel margins increased between February and March for two supermarkets and their non-supermarket retailers. I noticed as well. I was at a BP the other day, and you put the thing in the your petrol thing, the pump, and you squeeze it, and about 12 pence comes out before you hear it coming out. Now, is that 12 pence just air? If it is, you imagine how many thousands of cars go through petrol stations every day, and if they're all doing that on 12 pence. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Has any of you had that same... Defy Tyrants is here, everybody! Good to see you, Defy Tyrants. Does anybody else have seen that as an issue? Like, you put the pump in, you put the thing in the vehicle, the pump, the handle. You pull the trigger and you're looking at the thing go round, and it's not actually coming out. It don't feel like it's coming out at all. and then it goes, but there's like 12 pence gone. It's not a lot to the individual. You multiply that by a few million. It's a few quid. The PAR was approached for comment regarding Healy's remarks. The British Retail Consortium said in response that competition between supermarkets has kept prices as low as possible, not government intervention. It added, many of the extra costs pushing up prices have come from higher national insurance contributions, increased packaging, taxes and failing to reform outdated business rates. So they are having a go. Fair play. Despite these pressures, retailers will continue to do everything they can to deliver great value for customers, added Andrew Oppie, BRC Director of Food and Sustainability. Well, there you go, that was that. So stop nicking petrol if you're doing it, alright? It's not on. Or diesel, right? Behave yourself. Oh, God. So what else have we got for you? Oh, yeah. So, we got all these, we're still getting all these illegal immigrants coming over on boats, haven't we? And I don't know if you've seen it, I weren't going to go into it. You've got, apparently, Rupert Lowe from Restore, Britain, has said he wants to, work with reform, right? And there are some caveats, and there's various opinion on whether this should be done or not. And I watched the Nigel Farage did a statement earlier, and the media did ask him questions about it, and apparently he did say that he will be in contact, and they will sort of. But I don't know. I don't know. Who's been to Epstein Island, mate?
Everyone!
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Anyway, let's have a look at this, just for shits and giggles, really, more than anything else. Reform UK insists using Navy to stop migrant boats would be legal. Sort of makes sense, really, isn't it, when you got a Navy? I've said this from the beginning of all this, For years I've been saying that, they've got to do is put the Navy in there. Put the Navy in the channel. You know what I mean? And make it so they can't. Oh, but you can do it. No, you're doing something illegal. Right? If you're trying to enter a country illegally, that's on your head. There should be consequences. Not free hotels, free accommodation, free food, benefits, phones, fucking trips to the zoo. No. But that's where we're living. For whatever reason. For the reason. Which is insane. And it's costing a fortune. Our money. A fortune. I don't agree with it anyway. Millions must go. That's why I like Rupert Lowe. Millions must go. I wish more people would vote for Restore, not Reform. Me personally. That's my own personal opinion. Me personally. Because I don't think Reform's the real deal anyway. They were all into the COVID. They were all into that. Tice especially. Get your jabs. Get them. And now it's all coming out, isn't it? Fauci lied about everything. All lies. All lies.
All lies. It's all lies. Everything is a lie. All lies. Nothing is true. It's all lies. It's a lie. It's all lies. People, it's all lies.
Certainly is. And anyway, Reform UK, yeah, so let's get on to this. Nigel Farage has insisted his party's plans to intercept and return migrant boats using the Navy are legal, as critics branded the scheme unworkable. I don't know if there's the appetite. I really don't think there's the appetite for this. Because this country's so divided with everything that's going. There's so many different factions, and the left, the far left, the right. Apparently there's a far right. Apparently there's a far right. Who knew, eh? Who knew?
The Führer couldn't have said it better himself.
Cheers, mate. Anyway, yeah, who knew? But apparently there is. I don't know where it is. It's a mystery to me. I do see a lot of far left. Absolutely. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, them the new men and the new women. You know them ones? They're far left, aren't they? The ones who advocate, I mean, I'm going off piste. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. We're not on the dark side of the internet. We're on the YouTube. And it's bad enough as it is. Nobody follow. Click the thumbs up. Press the follow button. I don't even know why I asked. Nobody does it. Anyway, nobody watches it. That's why, GAZ. It is what it is. It is what it is.
What?
No, nobody watches it, mate. It's just a hobby, though. I enjoy doing it. Don't worry about it. Reform UK said it would use military personnel to forcibly return small boat migrants. Small boats. Call them small boats. 160 people on a dinghy. On an inflatable. That's not a small boat. On large boats, in my opinion, migrants to French ports, even if France disagreed. Well, should we go to war with France? I mean, wow. Wow. Now that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Our military picking up illegals in the channel. France saying no. How saying no, 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 no. We're not. I don't know. I can't speak French. Mon ami. I don't know. Petit pois. Autobus. Something like that. Anyway, we're not taking them back. I can't do the French accent either. And we're not taking them back. And the Royal Marines and the military gunboats or whatever they've got roll up and go, no, you're having them back. And they go, no. Ooh, where's that going to go? Where's that going to lead? That'd be good. That'd be interesting. They'd actually be fleeing from a war-torn country then, wouldn't they? You know what I mean? 2-minute laughs, guys. Defy Tyrant says Trump gave Fauci a medal for his great job during COVID scam. Now Trump is blaming Fauci. Typical Trump MO. Absolutely correct. You couldn't make it up, could you? Anyway, yeah. Oh, don't get me on Trump. No, not today. The Conservatives. Are we doing this? Oh no. Speaking at a news conference, Reform leader Farage said he was entirely confident the plan could be justified under international maritime law. The thing is, what needs to really... The only way it could change, and the only real way it could change, is if you had an overwhelming majority for somebody like Restore, right? And then Restore changed the laws. They just go, no, we're changing the law. This is now the law. The people overwhelmingly have voted for us. And this is what we've said we're going to do, and we're going to do it. So we're changing the law. We know the people are on our side, on the main, and that's it. This is what we're going to do. So many laws, isn't there? And unless it's me and you, if you're similar to me, male or female, it's all against us, isn't it? Really, you know, white privilege and all that. You know what I mean? The Conservatives have said the plan is not credible, while Labour minister said it would lead to a lot of time arguing with France instead of actually getting to grips with the problem. Well, neither of them have got to grips with the problem anyway. So what difference does it make? Under the plans, which Reform said it would bring in if entered government after the next election, military-crewed inflatable boats deployed... Military-crewed inflatable boats. I don't think they're talking about proper boats, mate. The Navy. Deployed from 10 Navy patrol vessels. Oh, right, okay. Would be used to come alongside migrant boats crossing the English Channel. Border Force, or as some people do call them now, Border Farce. Border Force officers and police stationed on board would be tasked with arresting people in the boats, and they would then be returned to France or Belgium by Navy personnel or Marines. The party said returns operations would be conducted by military personnel with border force officers on hand in case of non-compliance, with a Bay-class landing ship providing detention capacity at sea for up to 700 people. Speaking at a news conference on Monday, Reform's Home Affairs spokesman Zia Youssef said the party would aim to get agreement to disembark arrested migrants at French ports. But he added, if the Elysee Palace refuses, make no mistake, His Majesty's Royal Marines will disembark them safely on the very shore they left that morning. It's getting spicy, isn't it? Speaking alongside him, Farage played down the prospect of a diplomatic confrontation with the French, claiming that attitudes in France towards the idea was softening. Of course it is. We've sent them over £1 billion, apparently, to stop them boats. £1 billion. In a policy document, the party argued the plan would be legal under international law because it would be protecting the lives of migrants in dangerous boats. It cited the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, which talks of a duty on states to render assistance to any person found at sea in danger of being lost. Farage said he was confident his party's policy of securely picking people up and safely taking them back to France would fall within other conventions of international law. Youssef accepted the plan could trigger a diplomatic argument with France, but insisted it had a commitment under international law to process migrants. Andrew Surdy, an expert on the public international law of the sea at the University of Southampton, argued reforms proposals would require the agreement of France, which is a bold assumption to make, as there is no reason to expect it to agree. We've got an army, we've got a navy. You know, what? Isn't it? No, you're having them back. You should have stopped them, and you didn't, and they're in danger, and we're bringing them back. So have them back. No. We, and you will be weeing in a minute, because what's going to rain down on you will be terrifying, young man. I'm just saying. The French are laughing at us, says Murray Walker. They don't care, do they? They don't care. It's all by design, all of this, from all of them. Who's been to Epstein Island, mate? Everyone. James Turner KC, a lawyer at Quadrant Chambers with expertise in maritime issues, told BBC Verify that UNCLOS gave states rights to prevent infringement of its immigration laws in a contiguous zone up to 24 nautical miles from its coast. However, he added this did not entitle countries to collect asylum seekers in its contiguous zone or anywhere else and take them back to the state they set off from. I know what I'd do. If it was down to me, there'd be no. I don't care. I can't say. But believe you me, I'm sure many of you have the same idea as me. But it won't happen. Nothing will ever change. Nothing will ever change. We're going to Africa and all these other countries. We're going to just be overrun, swamped. This country's going to fill up, and God bless them. Hey, let them all do it. Let them all come. So it is. Gun is here, everybody. Good to see you, Gun. They're just going to keep coming, and we're just going to have to keep putting them up and spending more money on it, and till it all just, well, forever. There's no changing this now. This is. There is a rumour that there's a thing called the Kalergi Plan. You ever heard of the Kalergi Plan? Yeah, maybe you want to Google that. It'll probably tell you it's a conspiracy theory, probably. Anyway, however, he added this did not entitle countries to collect. Oh yeah. Model is working. Gotta have a drink. It's hot. Iced tea. I don't know if you've tried iced tea when it's hot. Very refreshing. But I think they put something in it that makes you even more thirsty. Do you know what they do? To make you buy more or drink more. You know what it's like. More than 2,000 migrants have arrived in the UK on small boats since Andy Burnham, this fella.
Imagine no more.
Imagine they stop coming, because that's all you're going to be able to do. Imagine it, because they won't stop coming. Since Andy Burnham became Prime Minister 2 weeks ago, and 326 people crossed the English Channel on Saturday. Home Office figures show crossings so far this year are down around 43% compared to the same period in 2025. Now, they're saying the crossings are down, but there's an important point to make. The boats are bigger. Do you know what I mean? So it's the numbers of people, not the amount of crossings. The boats are bigger. There's more people on the boats. So it doesn't matter about the crossings. If it was, 6 people in a dinghy, that'd be one thing. But when it's 165, that's a whole different game. But each one of them would be one crossing, wouldn't it? Think about it. Anyway, speaking earlier, Energy Secretary Mattia... Oh my God, who's this? Miata Falabula said the Labour government's push for greater action against smuggling gangs was a model that is working. Smuggling gangs. Okay, all right, fair enough. She added that she did not believe Reform's plan would work, citing the involvement of the Navy as an example of gimmicky ideas explored by the previous Conservative government. You'd spend a lot of time arguing with France and not enough time actually getting to grips with the problem, she added. The Prime Minister visited Dover at the weekend, where he said the government was changing the whole approach to small boats. They're not small boats. As the numbers of enforcement officers tackling people smuggling gangs doubled on both sides of the channel. And still 300 and odd came on Saturday. According to the Home Office, the number of National Crime Agency officers tackling smuggling gangs, facilitating small boats, they're not small boats, crossing, had risen to almost 800 from 300. So that's another cost. When you think about the cost, actually think about the costs, right? So you haven't just got the housing costs, the feeding costs, the dental costs, the taxes, the clothing, the benefits, the phones, the trips out, the NHS, the doctors, right? You haven't got just all of those costs. You've also got 800, right? National Crime Agency officers. And I bet they're on a pretty penny. Each of them, 800. Incredible, really. Gunn says UK is made up of England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. Okay. Defy Tyrant says 6 people on a dinghy. I think I saw a movie like that. I have no idea what that means. Marie Walker, United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I'm confused. What have I got wrong here? I'm lost here somewhere. England is England and Northern Ireland. Okay. Bet England is a country in Great Britain, which is the island. UK is England, Wales, Scotland, and we all answered. Okay, my brain is smoking, but thanks. Duh, my mistake. I have no idea what's going on. I've entered the twilight zone, of course. Why wouldn't I? I've obviously read something that I've not paid attention to, but you're all picking it up, which is good. And you're all talking about it, which is even better. So like this stream and whatever. Share it. Do that. Share it to somebody you don't like. So have a look at this. He's all right. I'll love you for it. Anyway, the Prime Minister visit. Oh yeah, did that. According to the Home Office, the number of national. A Conservative Shadow Home Secretary Chris Phillips said Reform's plan was not credible, adding they can't answer the question how they would disembark immigrants back in France if the French don't agree. Reform's policy, I am afraid, as usual, is on the back of a fag packet. Anyway, yeah. So there we have that. So I think we got no. Yeah. So let's keep spending billions on it. Let's just keep doing that, shall we? You know, because it's good. Why not? Why wouldn't you? With this country's overthrowing money. We all know that. What do we got next? A bit of change of tack. UK hiring falls, but demand for AI skill jumps. Job site Indeed says. Well, this is inevitable. AI is absolutely amazing. Amazing, I tell you. The YouTube's AI should be, when it's watching this, you know what I mean? It should push these videos out much more than it's doing. So come on, AI, Google, YouTube AI, come on. Push these videos right out. Force it down people's throats. Come on, you know you want to. Anyway, but AI is amazing. And it is. This is inevitable. Jobs are going to go. Jobs are going to go, and but they're applying. Well, I'll read it and let you know. Right, here we go. British hiring fell in the first 6 months of 2026, with job postings for graduates at their lowest since 2020, according to a survey from recruitment platform Indeed published on Monday that also showed demand for AI skills hit a record high. Now, if you want, do you want to learn how to? Do you really want to learn how? If you want to learn how to use AI, right, to make money, I'm your man. I had a thing on that. Have I still got it? I don't think I have. I don't think I did. I can't see it if it's there. Oh well, it don't matter, does it? It weren't important anyway. But yeah, PDF guides. Have a look. The UK's labour market is under sustained pressure. Hiring demand is falling across most parts of the economy, while posted wage growth is gradually cooling. Indeed, senior economist Jack Kennedy said. This is particularly challenging for graduates and younger workers who are competing for fewer opportunities to gain an initial foothold. Job postings fell by 11% between the start of 2026 and July 17th, and were 32% lower than before the COVID-19 pandemic. There weren't a pandemic. Did you see a pandemic? I had this conversation with people, because I'll do this when I do catering, and people start talking to me. And I said to them, nobody saw a pandemic. None of you saw a pandemic. Not one of you. Nobody watching this saw a pandemic. Nobody did. Only on the news and on the television. But nobody saw one. You didn't. None of you went out your house and ended up stepping over a dead body in the street. No, it didn't, did it? And I was saying to him this: if I was to go outside today, right, and I saw people dropping down dead in the street, and then the government on the telly said there was something in the air that was absolutely making people drop down, and I've been watching them doing it, you wouldn't have to threaten me with a fine not to go out, would you? No. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't go out unless I was in a full hazmat. Not a piece of cloth over my face. I mean a full hazmat. Yeah. But none of that happened, did it? No, just put a bit of thing on your face, take the experimental nonsense, and away you go. Bye! How are you doing with your myocarditis? It's good, isn't it? Anyway, advertised wage growth cooled at 3.9% annually in the 3 months to June, the slowest since February 2022. Graduate job postings were down 7% year on year as of July the 10th, and were at their lowest level for the time of the year since 2020. Summer job postings, which cover temporary and seasonal roles, were the weakest in 4 years. At the end of June, AI or related tools and programs appeared in 9.4% of UK job postings, a record high. Of course, everything's going to go over to AI. Everything's going over to AI. AI is incredible. It's incredible. I got AI, right, to create a picture of how it interprets itself. If it could interpret itself in a picture, I got AI to create a picture. Now, if you want to see that picture, say yes in the chat. If you don't say yes, I'm not going to bother. Britain has faced a worsening youth unemployment crisis since the pandemic, with more than 1 million 16 to 24-year-olds not in education, employment or training, according to the previously released data. Last week, new Prime Minister Andy Burnham, this fella, Imagine a job, young person. Imagine
no more.
Imagine it if you could get a job. Just imagine if you could get a job. Imagine it. That's about as good as you're going to get. Andy Burnham announced plans to align technical education and training for young people with local employment needs. There you go. Gun put yes. All right, Gun. As it's you, Gun, I will facilitate this picture. Right, where are we going? Right, so where we will go is, I will have to go, just bear with me a moment, and I will find this picture for you, because I know where it is, he says. Shut up, it's hot. I know what I'm doing. Do I? Do I though? Oh yeah, it's over there. Shh. It's just now. Come on. There it is. Right. So, oh, actually, I need just to go like that, don't I? That. Open with that. Right. So what I'll do is I'll expand this picture. This is the image that AI created when I asked it to interpret itself with an image. Have a look at this. Now, how impressive is that? There's so much in there to have a look at. There is so much in that image to look at. I thought it was fascinating. And it said the empty chair represents, right, the next person that has a question. And there's all famous statements around and mathematical equations, and it's going to change everything. I mean, there's no two ways about it, really. There really isn't any two ways about it. AI is going to change absolutely everything. Did you like the image, by the way? Mr. John is here, everybody. The legend, Mr. John is here. Mr. John, are you on the... I'm playing a shoot 'em up game later. Yeah. Do you want to come in? You're going to come in. There'll be me and another person are playing. I've got really good at it now. You used to kick my ass at that, didn't you? Come and have a game now. What's it called? Call of Duty? Called Battlefield. I don't know. No, I can't remember. It's what? I don't know what it's called. Shut up. Oh look, I've got to press escape now. Shh. Right. Oh no, what have I done? Oh yeah. It's going to kill us all. Eventually, it will kill us all, Beth Gish. But until then, it's going to be fabulous for about 10 minutes. Oh dear, we are fucked, says Gun. Oh dear. Pretty much at this point. Okay, what have we got next for you? This time flies when you're having fun, don't you? That's a quick hour, isn't it? Battlefield 4, that's what it is. We're on Battlefield 4 in a little while. In about... Well, I'll be on it after this, because I'm good at it now. I've got a strategy. Just get shot a lot. It is what it is. Old men shouldn't play PlayStation, should they? It's not PlayStation, though. See? So there. Anyway... US must be held to account for continued war crimes. FM spokesman to RT. Yes, wow. Esmeli Bagahi was commenting on an American airstrike that hit a family home and killed 3 people, including a 2-year-old, last week. Madness. US airstrikes on residential areas and other non-military targets in Iran constitute war crimes, for which Washington must be held accountable, Iran Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmaili Bagayi told RT at a press briefing on Monday. Defy tolerance. Don't get too crazy with AI, GAZ. It will deceive the world in many important areas. It's too late. I use it for my own benefit. I don't have I have little conversations with it. Do you know what I mean? Like I said to it, there's only 3 things that matter in life. I said to it, I said there are only 3 things that matter for a human in life. And it said, oh yeah, what are they? And I went, I'm glad you asked. A good shit. No, I told it, a good fuck, a good shit, and a good feed. I said, that's all we need. It couldn't really argue. It tried a little bit, but it laughed. It laughed at it. It went, I could get into it. It was a funny thing. Do you know what I mean? It was a funny conversation. But it's true though, isn't it? What else do you need? A good fuck, a good shit, and a good feed. Everything, and that's what I said. Everything else is just filler. I said everything else is just filler. It's just filler. We had a bit of a debate about that, but that's why I like it, for that sort of thing. And business, it's very good for business. If you're in business or you want to start a business, The thing is, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, whatever you're trying to do, right, it's like having a PhD top professor stood over your shoulder. And it's getting better every day. It's getting better every day. Ultimately, it's going to be horrendous, but that's, you know, there's no stopping it now. Anyway, where are we on this? There is a God. Jesus Christ is real. AI could be the Antichrist who rules the world. God wouldn't let it happen. So you must understand this, Defy. If you understand that there is a God and there is a Jesus, right? Then you know, like I know, that God won't allow that to happen. Well, it's a bit like Sodom and Gomorrah at the minute, so maybe God will allow it to happen for a little while. Get me? But yeah, I have faith in all that. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about none of it. I ain't worried at all. Because there is God. And whatever God decides is what's going to happen ultimately. So I'm good with it. Don't always agree with Defy, but you make a good point. That says Gun. Not true, Gaz. Read Revelation. Yeah, but if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? As long as you don't let them do any of that pokery jiggery to you, and you stay true, right? We're all going to shake off this mortal coil, and then if there is something else afterwards, which I'm sure there must be, we'll end up round there doing that, whatever it is. But God wins in the end, right? Exactly. So, how long have I got? Not long, but I'd rather interact with you guys and, you know, but anyway, yeah, so America is basically just Trump's being Trump, ain't he? You ain't seen none of that on the mainstream media. What was the other ones I had for you? Yeah, you got like, I was going to do a bit on this. The EU opened the gates, now it's fighting over who pays. So we know about that, you know, that was like, that seems to be the Kuwaiter thing, was Morocco, but they reckon Morocco's aligned to Israel, and obviously the Spanish, the Americans in Israel weren't very happy about the Spanish government, how they wouldn't join in on the killing and all the rest of it. So this is that was like a punishment, because that was organised, weren't it? 60,000 people just flooding in, you know. But anyway, I was going to do a bit on that. You've all seen that anyway, no doubt. And what was the last bit? Spain's Vox Conservatives, I think they're the right wing, put socialist PM on defendant's bench after Moroccan invasion. They want the PM of Spain arrested. But that was it, really. That's everything. That's all of it. I'll show you it there, you know. But yeah, that was everything. But yeah, don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about anything, really. You know, as long as you've got good health, try and keep yourself healthy. I'd worry about the rain at the moment. If there was one thing I would worry about right now, it's the rain. The lack of rain. If you're in the UK, have you seen any rain recently? Proper rain? Because I certainly haven't. And it's getting hotter again. It was I was out today in the car, and it was about 11 o'clock. It was 32 degrees. 20 past 11, something like that. 32. Which is, alright, it's summer, it's nice. You know, don't get me wrong. But it'd be nice to have some rain at night, especially. Just some nice rainfall, you know, to fill up the reservoirs and stuff. Because if that ain't happening, we ain't going to be worried about AI having all the water. We'll be worried that we ain't got no fucking water. And you know what'll happen as well? I said this the other day to somebody. Ruby Dog's mummy's here, everybody. How you doing? Good to see you. I hope you've done the subscribe thing. I hope you've pressed that and the thumbs up, please. Ruby Dog's mum. Ruby Dog's mum. Is your mum called Ruby Dogs? Is your mum called Mrs. Dogs? Hello, Mrs. Dogs. No, I've got that wrong. You're the mum of Ruby Dogs. So you called your daughter Ruby Dogs. I'm only playing. But you might have done. I don't know. Anyway, on that note, that's me, unfortunately. Oh, no. I know, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry. It's 7 o'clock UK time, so I'll be back. Don't panic. It's okay. But yeah, don't worry about anything. But pray for rain. Where are you, Ruby Dogs? Ruby Dogs, Scotland has tons of water. Oh right, great. Is it raining in Scotland? Is it? Jesus. Well, hopefully it'll find its way down here, because there ain't none down here. I tell you, it's horrendous. Ruby is the dog. It's clear. It's clear. I think. I'm only playing, Ruby. Good to see you, though. I hope you have subscribed. I hope to see you tomorrow. I hope to see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We'll talk about your dog called Ruby. We'll have a little chat about your dog, innit? Love dogs, I do. Loads of people that know me know how much I like dogs and picking up dog shit. They know how my feelings about all that. Anyway, plenty of rain here. Oh, my God. Bye, guys. Everybody, take care. Everybody, thank you for being here. Much love to you all. Don't worry about nothing. It's just a journey. It's just a ride. Enjoy the ride while we can. It's enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. On that note, I'm probably going to have a glass of wine tonight. Yeah, why not? Anyway, until tomorrow, 7 o'clock. I'll see you then.
We keep on moving. We keep on moving along. We keep on rolling. No, we ain't slowing it down.
We ain't slowing
keep
down.
on moving. We keep on moving along. We keep on rolling.
Yeah,
No, we ain't slowing it down.
let's go. We ain't slowing down, baby. Come and show me how. Gotta do it right now. You know you gotta hold me down. Can I let the moment pass? Good things they never last. Pull up in a whip, you know I had to hit the gas. Yeah, that's premium. Pull up with a team and I'm ain't worried about the other side. They know that they ain't beating. I'm on everything I love. Work to the man above. Keep it cool, calm, collected. At this point, you get the message. Life is hectic, but we gotta keep it rolling. No, gotta keep it moving like we stole it. Though, rolling with the punches, giving hits like we are in a scope. Even though I'm clocking, punching in, I'm independent though. Staying prayed up, ain't nothing gon' phase us. Ain't never gon' let a lame say what they just made up. I never take a pay cut. We getting what we worked in. I never change the blueprint, cause we know it's really working.
Keep on moving.
Moving,
We keep on moving along.
keep it moving, keep
on
it
rolling.
rolling.
No, we ain't slowing it down.
Never slowing down,
Keep
never
on moving.
moving.
We keep on moving along.
Keep it moving, keep
on
it
rolling.
rolling.
No, we ain't
Keep it rolling, keep
slowing
it moving.
it
We
down.
ain't never gonna lose it. Cause we in it for the movement. If I'm lying, then I'm flying. Don't play in today amusement. If we trying, we ain't dying. Never sleep, never sleep, never. The moment that you rest your head, they think they can't compete. If you gotta skip steps, then the plan is not complete. Get your reps in, get your reps in, get your. Never rest on a past success. You gotta love what you do if you tryna be the best.
Keep on moving.
Moving,
We keep on moving along.
keep it moving, keep it rolling.
We ain't slowing it down.
Never slowing down, never
Moving.
moving.
We keep on moving
Keep
along.
it moving, keep it moving, keep it
Rolling.
rolling.
No, we
Keep
ain't
it rolling, keep it
slowing
moving. We ain't never gonna lose it.
Who's been to Epstein Island, mate?